On Hulu, I watched The House on Sorority Row. I'll tell you what, guys, this may be kind of an underrated, forgotten cult classic, whatever you want to call it, slasher. I didn't know too much about it. I saw the 2009 remake before I really realized it was a remake of anything, and it's quite a bit different. But anyways, this, as a slasher movie goes, this is pretty decent, and at least has a good portion of originality to it. So, from 1983, and by all accounts, an independent film. The director, don't know too much about him. I guess he mostly delves in TV work. Lead actress, Catherine, I don't know too much about her. This other gal, Vicky, I know she got like an Emmy for Best Actress on Days of Our Lives, daytime Emmy. You know, if you want to count that as much. But anyhow, these girls at the sorority just graduated. There's 6 seniors, or maybe there's 7 of them. I think there's 7. And they have, they're gonna have this party, but the house mom, Mrs. Slater, doesn't want them to. She's a mean hag. She sees Vicky getting it on with a guy, takes her cane she uses, slashes through the water mattress, and Vicky's like, I need to get revenge on this hoe. So she pulls out a gun, goes to this elaborate prank, seems to shoot another girl in the leg, and then forces Miss Slater into this really grimy swimming pool. And then she fires this gun, and I think she has all blanks in there, but that doesn't really account for how they pulled off shooting this lamp. Anyways, the gal has a heart attack. So they're like, okay, what do we do? What do we do? And they're panicking. Good girl Catherine wants to call 911. The others just want to cover it up. So they put her in the pool and they try to weigh her down. And they have her party anyways. But Miss Slater doesn't seem to be dead. Seems to have gotten out of the pool and is killing off a lot of people. Be they the sorority girls or whoever gets in her way. One by one they're getting knocked off, mostly killed with this cane going through their neck or cracking them over the head. And Catherine's trying to figure out what the deal is, contacts this doctor who said that Mrs. Slater had some, and I didn't really understand what was happening here. Like, yeah, the movie started out in like the 1960s, I think it said 1961, saying that Miss Slater had this situation where she gave birth to a boy, didn't live, or some shit. But no, he's handicapped, he's mentally unstable, and he lives in the attic. And he's super dangerous. He's been secretly living up there, spying on the girls. And that's the twist. It's not that Mrs. Slater's the killer. Hell, at one point they find her body and they say, oh, she's still breathing. I think that's what they said, she's still breathing. I don't see how that could be remotely possible, but they just leave her there. And then the guy, Eric, her son, who lives in the attic, has saw what went down and is killing everybody. You know, it's fairly 80s. You don't hear a whole lot in the way of 80s score to it. But there is this band that shows up at their party, and I like their name, 4 out of 5 Doctors. That's a cool 80s pop rock band name right there. But the direction's not bad. You know, on the budget of this, under $1 million, it looks pretty damn good. Camera work's pretty slick. There's really no fault really with the production. The acting's better than one would expect. I don't really like the way this concludes. Main girl just kind of like knocks Eric down the stairs and he opens his eyes, cut to credits. Then what? What, is he comatose? You know what? I mean, it wasn't a very strong conclusion. And yeah, it's pretty predictable. You know Vicky, the slutty one's gonna die. But overall, it's a decent slasher. If you're into that kind of thing, give The House on Sorority Row a look. I give it 2.5 out of 4 stars.